Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to Digimon Adventure 2020, episodes 29 and 30. So we're here with another 2 episodes of Digimon Adventure, basically because we got behind due to the holidays and everything. And so last we left off, Hikari went with Skull Knightmon. At first it seemed like she was being taken, like she was being kidnapped, but then she actually just chose to stay behind with him. We don't really know why yet, but it's going to be interesting to, I guess, maybe find out. Might have something to do with her destiny as we know of it, like from the original series, but maybe not. It's hard to say because the series has definitely taken a big turn on things. Meanwhile, all of our heroes have been separated and are seemingly about to deal with their own stuff. They're all taking on different Digimon, and they're all in different situations. I'm definitely interested to see Joe and Nanimon, because Nanimon is like one of those Digimons just like you just can't forget. And not always for the best reasons. Nanimon is weird. But we're going to see how that pans out. I don't know, the way this is almost set up almost feels like it's going to be another one of those, let's introduce all the new Digimon levels. Like it's going to do that with Mega levels now, but I'm still kind of hoping it just doesn't do it that way. But it might, because there's only a certain number of episodes for this. So they might be going that route with this series. We'll have to see. If they do it again, if they introduce the mega levels like one after another again, hopefully they do it well at least. They could still do it well, which is the most we could hope for. Otherwise, I just hope they don't do it. um, but yeah, I'm excited to see what we got in store for these 2 episodes. If we're going to get Hikari back right away, or if there's going to be more to it. And are we even going to get Myotismon? Like, I'm still wondering about that, because I really hope so. I like Myotismon. We'll have to see. Either way, we're just going to get things started and hope for the best. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black, then fades back in, everything for that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episodes. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So, that was a fantastic couple episodes. So after getting separated, we have Tai taking on all these different Digimon who are coming. We have some Alomon, we have a Vegemon, we have Megadramon and whatnot. And Tai's doing okay, but he does need some help. And that's when Sora and Garudamon come in and help. They eventually take out the first wave, but a second wave is coming, led by, well, a Vegemon that appears to be controlling the Alomon, as well as a Parrotmon. Who, by the way, I want to look that up real quick. I was going to look that up between, but I forgot. So let me look that up just real quick here. I swear I thought Parrotmon was a champion level, but they said Parrotmon is an ultimate, and they might have changed it. It's very possible. Let me get this up real quick. Now, according to this, it's always been Ultimate, huh? I guess maybe I thought it was Champion because in the Digimon Adventure special that was part of the movie from 2000, um, you see like the very first time they have any interaction with Digimon, especially Tai, he has like the other Agumon, and when it evolves into Greymon, it fights a Paramon in the human world, and it's like maybe it's because of that I thought it was a champion level. I don't know. It's just that's weird. It's always been ultimate, huh? Which means wow, that Greymon back then was strong enough to take on and take out an ultimate. Like, geez. But anyway, so Paramon comes in and things get even harder, especially once Skull Knightmon's Black Lightning forces Paramon to digivolve into its mega form, Crossmon. Um, Tai and Agumon have split up from Sora and Garudamon because they're trying to get the Woodmon and everything to safety. The Woodmon and Budmon and the single Lopmon, who I still, there's something about it. Like they're focusing too much on it. So they're trying to get them to safety. Um, Meanwhile, Tai and Agumon are still trying to fight off the remaining waves of enemies. They're not doing so well, especially against Crossmon, who's just way too powerful for them. So they digivolve to War Greymon finally. The build-up for it in this episode alone was fantastic, but there's been build-up we've seen throughout the past episodes. Just getting like glimpses at War Greymon, like a temporary digivolution to that stage, um, but not actually seeing it like in full form. And now we're actually going to see it in full form, and it builds it up through this episode alone very well. We get to see just the memories of Tai and Agumon's evolutions throughout the series so far. We have this like even more dramatic music than usual. On top of it, it shows like this scene where Tai is like where Tai and Metal Greymon are like in this, how would you put it, like ethereal plane kind of, and it's like they're really hammering in how big of a deal this is, which is good. It should be shown that it's a big deal, which makes it a little disappointing that the first time we see it, like proper, is against a monster of the week, basically. Like you would almost wish that it was against a major enemy, like hell, Skull Knightmon or whatever its mega level might be, because we haven't seen its mega level yet. But that would make sense. That would work. But here, it feels not so much unearned, but just too early, if that makes sense. Um, and it's not even because of its timing in the series. It's just it feels too early because of who it's against. Like it should be against Skull Knightmon's mega form or the next major villain or whatnot. But it was still cool and it was still well built through the episode and through the episodes leading up to it. Um, the action in these episodes were pretty good. I especially liked when Metal Greymon and Crossmon were fighting near the end there, and they were just kind of zipping around, and you saw like the little slashes of light representing them. Very, very Dragon Ball Z there. I just thought that was really cool and funny. Um, and there was a lot of just great moments there. But the big mystery is still the Lopmon. Like, what is the deal with this Lopmon? I love Lopmon. It's adorable. It's just as adorable as its cousin Terriermon, and it's like, but they're focusing on it at certain points. At certain dramatic points, the camera focuses heavily on it. It's like that seems almost suspicious. What's going on here? Is Lopmon like some kind of informant for them, for the bad guys? I don't know. But something's clearly going on here, and I'm not sure how to feel. So maybe we'll find out in the next episode or just going forward in general. Um, we got to see like little glimpses at the others, but they didn't really do anything in this episode. This or these two episodes, these were definitely focused around Ty and Sora's side of things. So there's that. um, but I am wondering if we're going to get all the mega levels now, or if we're going to have more build up to each of them one by one, rather than just have like, oh, each episode or each two episodes are going to focus on a different mega now. I feel like that would be a little too much. And as I said in the reaction, yeah, I also wonder if we're gonna like find out like when they rescue Hikari, if we're gonna find out why she chose to stay and continue on with Skull Knightmon rather than be rescued at that point, or try to escape at all. I wonder if we're gonna find that out, or if they're just not going to cover it at all. Because in the end, you have to acknowledge that this series is made primarily for and targeted towards a younger audience. As much as it does appeal to us older Digimon fans, and as much as there are clearly notes in it that are clearly there to, like, kind of nudge at us older fans, it's just, it is made primarily for kids. And that's okay. That's fine. But we have to acknowledge still when there's issues. Even if it's made for kids, it can still have issues, and they still need to be taken seriously. Because even kids programming should be made well. So yeah, it's just I just have a lot of questions that are left after these episodes. And we'll have to see exactly if we get all the answers. But I'm interested to see where all of this goes. With all of our different heroes at the moment, with the current storyline going on, I'm interested to see what actually happens next. So, that being said, I don't really have much of anything else to actually say in these afterthoughts, so I'm just going to leave it here. So tell me in the comments below what you thought of these two episodes of Digimon Adventure 2020, episodes 29 and 30. What did you think of these episodes? And tell me also, what do you think is the deal with this Lopmon? Like, seriously. I'm just really thrown off by the fact that they focus so heavily on it. Is it like some kind of spy for the bad guys, or is it a spy for maybe Leomon, or is it just something else, some third party that we don't know about? Either way, let me know your thoughts, and thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.